Hey guys, welcome back or to the channel. What are we doing today? Big Blue's behind me. The Boho Blue van is behind me. I'm lucky enough here in this beautiful rain to get to do a van tour. This is amazing, guys. This is a high top, what kind of van is it?
Dodge. It's a 350 Dodge.
A high top Dodge van 350. So she has quite a bit of room in here, and we were lucky enough to get a tour today.
So it was very important for me when I was building out the van. Actually, I think there was like 3 things that were really important. Toilet with lids.
Yes.
And running water was important. And I'm just looking at my notes here. Countertop space was really important.
Look at that.
I use my running water to wash my face and sometimes vegetables. I don't drink out of this one because it comes out of the water's out of the back of the van in a 5-gallon bucket.
That is awesome, guys. So what she's actually doing is this bucket right on the back of the van is where she keeps
And a gamma lid.
Where she keeps her water from for washing her face, stuff like that. That was in that cool sink that we saw inside. She just dumps water there and the water comes down, goes inside strictly by gravity.
This here is my drinking water. I fill this thing up and I use 1-gallon jugs to hold my water because 1 gallon is enough for me to be lifting. I'm 65 years old. I can't be lifting 2 gallons or maybe 2 gallons, but definitely not a 5-gallon jug. This big long one here was in my sticks and bricks house and I had to have it. I really made it work for in here. This table, this beautiful table, look at this.
Holy, that's a big drawer.
It's an oldie. I bought it at a garage sale maybe 30 years ago. And I loved it so much. And I really wanted a pull-out drawer. So I made it work in here. And I extended the countertop by this thing that's extending over right here.
Gives you that extra little bit of length.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And this down here, I had, maybe something's loosened off here. It's been so good recently. Anyway, this is an old IKEA thing that I had in my sticks and bricks. So basically I built heights, carefully built the space so this would fit into it, right?
Awesome.
Since we're looking at this direction, all these little boxes I had in the house, so it's all my spices and whatnot. This one I found in a dollar store and I just stuck that one there. This one I had in my house. A lot of this stuff, this was in my house. Yeah, and this thing too, I was very fortunate to have this one up here. That was there before, but of course during the build out, I had to re-stick it up there. I don't know if we want to talk about the build out because we built it out over the winter. So we discovered all the leaks in the van, and that was underneath here was part of it. Leaks? Yeah. So all that stuff came out and we put it back up. I had seen videos of during my research time of this type of thing. Thought if I saw, I'd put that up there. And of course I like, as you can see here, I'm not a kind of a, I don't know, how do you put it? I like eclectic design.
Yes. So we've got your sink, your tap, this awesome countertop. Like this is really heavy duty countertop. Your stove desk that you use for part of your countertop. You've got storage underneath here, your drinking water. You're on a tight budget as well. So what kind of fridge did you end up getting?
It is Rouge RV.
Well, look at that.
How big is it? 30 quart. Or 28 liter. No, 28 liter, 30 quart.
And I've actually looked at them. They keep sending me emails.
Yeah, and I have it in freezer mode at the moment. But we'll see. It could change into a fridge at some point. We'll see how that works.
So how has this been working with your batteries?
So far, so good. The big experiment is still yet to happen over the winter. December and January, of course, are the most difficult months for power.
So speaking about batteries, you have 1 or 2 batteries?
I have 2 house batteries.
And solar?
And solar, 275 watts of solar.
So you're set more or less for our summer months here on the island.
Yeah, summer, yeah, from like March till September, I have no problems with electricity. But I just got this thing about 3 weeks ago, so
that's pretty exciting.
It's so exciting. It's wonderful. So the big experiment is still happening with that one.
So you've got power, you've got running water, you've got a cook stove, an awesome countertop, and a fridge.
And a cooler that acts like a fridge.
And a cooler. So you've got a full kitchen in here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is awesome. So I see you have gone with your bed being with the van instead of across the van.
There are reasons for that, because I looked at all kinds of things. Would eliminate me getting out to my back where I fill my water jug, fill my water pail on top, because my jugs, this is my water under here. And those are my jugs that I do.
Oh, awesome.
And I just open up my door and lift up and fill it, right? So for me to crawl over any kind of bed was redundant. It just wouldn't work for me, right?
But I think it also gives you a little bit more storage, because now you have that whole side of the van.
The other reason I put a bed this way is because the priority in moving into a van was a toilet. How the toilet closes was super, super, super important to me, and lids. I like this one because it has the lip around it. I like this one because it had another lid. And my pee pail also has a lid.
Well, look at that.
So I've got 3 things holding that in. Yeah.
And still way more room than you would think.
Yeah. And this, of course, because I don't have a bed going across here where people often put their garages underneath here. This is my garage. What people would be using for a garage is what I'm doing on this one.
It works.
Yeah.
And
this was in my house when I lived in my house.
So you've used things that you already had kicking around. You didn't run out and buy a whole bunch of stuff.
The plastic things I did buy.
Right.
But because I had them, I designed them to fit.
So I see that you have lights that are built into the van, which are actually really cool looking lights.
Okay, speaking of lights, so it's only in the last month that I got my isolator thing set up. So now I can charge as I'm driving. My first 2 winters I couldn't charge at all. I was totally reliant on whatever, extra batteries.
But you have a lot rechargeable by looks of it. Lights.
Here we go.
Everywhere.
Here we go. And this lets me see into my fridge or my cooler when I open my cooler. This one here lights up this area when I need to. This one here lights up this area when I need to. I think it needs recharging. It's kind of black, but also lights up when it's dark outside to get in and out, right?
So it's nice that you could just light up the certain areas that you want to
Yeah.
light up without
Yeah.
lighting up the whole van,
Yeah,
depending on where
exactly.
you are, I guess.
Yeah, I want that to happen.
And then you have the
For sure.
awesome lights up top that you can now use.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite things about getting the isolator.
So you've got lots of light. You don't have to worry about light, that's for
Yeah.
sure. So
Yeah.
you've got something covered. Is that a vent in the roof here?
Oh yeah. It came with a roof vent. This is my winter time, insulation.
Oh, okay.
Even though it could get airflow right here.
Right.
I always keep it open a little bit because I'm a stickler for airflow. I always have at least two things open. Like this here is always open a little bit. Always. This one's always open a little bit.
Awesome.
And my doors
front windows
are always open a little bit. Always.
to keep the fresh air coming in.
Yeah, I'm a stickler for fresh air. And when I have my Wave 3 heater on, I even open up more.
So I see your heater down here, which is a fan favorite for a lot of people in their van.
Yeah, I love it.
And is that where you keep it all the time?
No, it gets pulled out. When I'm actually using it, it comes out here.
Ah,
First winter I was in here, I did not leave the Wave on overnight at all. So I'd wake up really cold in the mornings, and I would have to fill my bottle about every 3 weeks at that point, because I basically ran the heater in the morning and the evening, and then during the daytime a little bit if I'm just sitting still and it's cold outside. But now that I'm leaving it on all night, I have to keep track again, because it's more like every couple of weeks I have to fill up my propane
I was just
bottle.
about to say, do you feel safe having that on all night?
I decided I'm going to try it because I hear other people doing it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I've
it
heard
was
people
fine.
doing it too.
I just
I'd probably
open
do it.
extra air vents.
And then you have your carbon
Sometimes
monoxide
I even
detector.
open this little thing. Carbon monoxide, yeah, I have it.
Yep.
But it never, ever once in my 2.5 years even
Gone off.
gone off. Only time I know it's still working is like right now, and I accidentally bumped it.
Yeah. It's a good way to test it. To bump
Or
it
if
once
I
in a while.
deliberately test it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I see you've got a funky little table set up right here.
Yes. Because I have a CPAP in here, right?
Ah, there you go.
That's another power thing, right, that I have to figure out, because it uses power overnight. So I built it to fit the CPAP. He had already built this prior to that, like a few months ago. So we had to build a little notch out because it was just a little bit too long. And the other thing is that during the build of this thing, because my power source is back here, I've got my power. So I've kind of improved on my power from before. I had to, this is my electrical area, right?
Yep.
So my USBs get plugged in. So I had to have a place for my fans to be able to plug in. And it turned out perfectly, this edge.
Awesome.
Yeah. I thought I'd have to put them on this side, but no, they worked there.
So you have managed to be very creative with your use of space in here.
Yeah, I think so.
You have managed to find
Yeah.
a spot for everything and used everything for space.
Yeah, this is clothes. This is food. This is my winter mitts and whatnot.
And then more storage.
And this is my plastic bags and whatnot for my garbage.
And then storage above your
Yeah.
driving cabin.
And this is like daily stuff.
going to conclude this awesome tour of Boho Blue van. Thank you so much for allowing us into your home on wheels. Such an awesome use of space. Great vibe inside. It's such a small space. Guys, if you like to check out this awesome YouTube channel, this awesome van, I am going to leave the link to her YouTube channel in the comments below or in the description of this video. Please check it out. Let her know that you saw this one and you have to go check her out. Guys, if you like videos like this, please smash that thumbs up. As Marcy would normally say, don't forget to subscribe and ding that notification bell so you'll be notified on the next video. See you soon.